Hi, welcome to Delicious Dishes by Dianna. I'm Dianna, and today I'm going to be making my favorite no-bake pie, a cherry cream cheese pie. A pie that was my favorite as a child growing up. My aunt made it for me every birthday. I think you'll enjoy this one. It is delicious. I don't think it's the exact recipe that she uses, but it is a delicious pie nevertheless. Let me show you how it's made. I have my stand mixer set up with the whisk attachment. Into the bowl I'm going to add the 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. And I'm going to start whipping this at a medium-high speed to incorporate air into the whipping cream. Into the heavy whipping cream, I'm going to slowly add my tablespoon of instant vanilla pudding, about a teaspoon at a time. Just a teaspoon at a time. This will help stabilize the whipped cream, keep the whipped cream from deflating. It's really nice to use this. And we don't want to over whip it. And we don't want to add the instant pudding too quickly, just a little bit at a time. But as you can see, it's beginning to thicken up really nicely. Alright, I think I have it right where I want it. Yeah, that's a good consistency right there. Very good consistency. It's not too thick. If I whipped it too long, it would get thick like ice cream or then become butter, a vanilla butter. Don't want vanilla butter. Now I took the whipped cream and I put it aside and I cleaned the bowl. I added a different attachment. I added my paddle attachment. And I'm going to put the package of cream cheese that was room temperature softened into the bowl. If you use cold cream cheese, it won't work. It won't be smooth and creamy. It'll have lumps in it. So on a medium-high speed, I'm going to whip the cream cheese until it's nice and smooth. Lift the lid and scrape down the bowl. You want to make sure that all of it is nice and soft and creamy. Whip it just a little bit more. Make sure that it's all nice and smooth and creamy. Now, to this, I'm going to add the can of sweetened condensed milk. I'm going to whip it for just a second or two. Medium-high speed. Stop the mixer, lift the lid, and scrape down the bowl to make sure that you get all the cream cheese that was along the edge, so that it's all incorporated nice and smooth texture, a nice velvety, smooth, creamy texture. As you can see, when I scrape it, there's a few pieces that were on the bottom that were not incorporated, so I want it all incorporated nicely. After you add your teaspoon of vanilla extract, then we're going to turn it back on again and mix it all together. Next is to add the 1/3 cup of lemon juice. Now you can add a 1/4 cup or a 1/3 cup. I think I used a 1/3 cup here. I wanted it extra thick. The milk and the lemon juice will react to one another and the milk will naturally thicken. The milk from the sweetened condensed milk. It's important that you always stop and scrape down the bowl to make sure that there's nothing stuck to the bottom, so everything is well incorporated. The whipping cream that we had whipped up earlier, we're going to take a 1/3 of that and we're going to add it to this cream cheese filling. It's just going to add a lightness and a fluffy and an airiness to the pie filling. Not too much though. We don't want to deflate all the work that we'd done earlier. All right, now I have my pie crust ready, and I'm going to take this cream cheese filling and I'm going to add it to the pie crust. After I've added this to the pie crust, we're going to smooth it out really nicely. We're going to take the lid that came with the pie crust and we're going to put it on top, and then we're going to refrigerate it for a minimum of 2 hours because we want this to thicken up naturally. You don't want to add the pie filling to the top of a warm pie filling, cream cheese pie filling, or it'll kind of sink to the bottom and squish out. Alright, the magic of television. It's been 2 hours. It's nice and thick. I also had my pie filling, my cherry pie filling, in the refrigerator and chilled it as well. It'll stay firm and it won't spread too much when you put it on the top of the pie. Smooth it out just a little bit. Sorry about the can being in the way. That's what happens when I have a cheap cameraman. Now, I should have let this refrigerate, put the lid on it, but I didn't. I was in a hurry. I wanted to show you how pretty it looked. Serve it onto a plate, but I had a fail. Epic fail. Doesn't change the taste. It's still delicious. Okay, let's try again. See if I can get this one to come out without breaking. With a little bit of help. Yay! Now I'm just going to add a few more cherries to the top. Okay, there it is. And a little bit of the whipped cream topping that I made earlier, which is nice and firm. Let's take a bite of this. Oh my goodness. That is delicious. You need to make you some. It's good. Thank you for watching me today on Delicious Dishes by Dianna. Be blessed in all you do. Shine for Jesus in all you do. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.